you guys? Jeffrey Ben's Friday. I'm always super excited to bring you brand new videos each new week. Please kindly subscribe and turn on post notification if you like this type of video. So today I'm going to be interviewing one of the best traders, a very good friend of mine. His name is Joel, popularly known as JXSM5. So you can follow him up on Instagram and also subscribe to his YouTube channel. He also drops some golden nuggets every now and then on YouTube. So he's a very good friend of mine. I've known him since 2019, since he started trading Ftmo and other proprietary firms, but basically Ftmo. So up until that time and up until this time, he has been able to withdraw $80,000 from Ftmo. So I thought it's a nice thing for me to bring him on board, and so he can share his journey, his story, and how he has been able to keep an account since October 2021 up until this extent. Like, that's genius. So I want him to explain how he was able to do all of these things, and so you can as well draw cues from what he's doing, and you can as well add that to your own and 10x. I mean, so Joel, take it away. How's it going? How's it been with you?
It's good. Okay, so I need to clean something up first of all. So during the time of the start towards now, I haven't kept an Ftmo account from the start to finish. Ftmo, so previously what they did was you traded on one account, and every time they would withdraw the balance from that account. Now what they do is actually give you fresh accounts each month after your withdrawal.
Correct. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yes. So during that period, if you guys watch my last YouTube video, I talk about kill streaks, and it's how long I can keep an account for. So, you know, sometimes I keep them for five withdrawals in a row. Sometimes it's 2 withdrawals in a row.
Wow.
Sometimes it's only 1 withdrawal in a row. And sometimes I just blow it. So during that period, from start to finish, I haven't kept consistent accounts, but I've done a good job to create a living from Ftmo.
How long have you kept an account? For how long, like duration?
Probably half a year.
Wow, 6 months.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to be sharing with you guys what some of the account metrics that he has been trading on in a few minutes. So can you just tell us what's your background story like in trading? Like, how did you get into trading? Just keep it short and sweet.
Okay, so to try and be short and sweet. So essentially, when I was 14, my sister was dating someone, right?
Yeah.
And this guy came outside my parents' house. I was living at my parents' house at the time, and he came out in a beautiful Audi R8 wrapped in matte blue. Okay. So I'm sitting there on my computer. You know, I've always been into computers, and I'm sitting there and I hear the car outside, and I look out and I see my sister getting into the car. And I was waiting until she got back. So she went on the date, she came back and instantly went to her and said, "Who is that guy? What does he do?" And she then explained to me, okay, he's a Forex trader. So it got my senses tingling. I love computers.
Dang. Yeah.
Literally, yeah. I love computers. I'm a little bit of a nerd. So this sounds like the perfect career. And I knew that I didn't want to do anything 9 to 5 right? So she texted him and said, "Hey, my brother's really interested in what you do." What ended up happening was he then got my number through my sister and said, "Hey, let's go out for lunch." So we went out. He took me through the whole day, took me showed me his daily routine. And at that point I was sold. And I was
blown away.
Yeah. I saw that he was trading, making this money, beautiful car, going out to dinner when he wanted, so much freedom. So that sold me on the idea. And ever since then, you know, that's always been the goal, and that's what I've been working towards.
So, okay, how do you know about proprietary firm? Why do you know about proprietary firm? Was it that you were undercapitalized at some point? You were really profitable, then you didn't really have money to fund your trading. Was that how you came to know about proprietary firm? How did you get to know about Ftmo?
So I think proprietary firms have done crazy things in this industry, crazy things, because people, and we all know, you know, capital is a big thing in this industry, right? But people who are fairly consistent, or not even really consistent, are still making huge profits from proprietary firms because it gives you access to 6-figure funds, right?
Right.
So it's not only created a whole new sector in our industry, but it's done so much for our community. And I don't think we're giving the respect to the proprietary firms that they really deserve. But regarding getting into proprietary firms, it was 2019, around Christmas time, a friend messaged me saying, "Hey, have you seen this company? They're giving traders money." And prior to that, I knew about a company called BlueFX. They have a subscription based where you pay maybe £300 a month, and they give you a 50K account, and then you have to make 5% on that account to make a withdrawal. So there's a monthly subscription, but you have to hit a target, but there's no exams. So I already knew about somewhat proprietary firms. But when Ftmo came in and it was just 2 exams and you got all of this capital, all of this potential, yet to yourself without having to pay a monthly fee, I'm thinking it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I do this? And that's when I met you as well. You were just getting into it. So we chatted about it. We were doing the challenge around the same time. Yeah. And
Decent, amazing. The funny thing, very interesting thing about the story is I knew Joe right from the beginning of my journey into proprietary firm. And I think he was also very new then. And it was the first person and the only person that was able to interview the biggest firm CEO, which is Otaka Shufna, which is the Ftmo. So if you guys want to see that video, I'm going to link it in the description box so you guys see where they are actually headed. And that just made me to really like Joe. And I messaged him, really sort of started this whole thing together. And then we started connecting. And Joe is he's a really nice guy. Now here we are. Now, I would like to show the viewers today what you've been able to do for the period of the 6 months, what you shared with me. Let me just show, this is one of Joe's account. So he has been able to withdraw this is one of Joe's account. He has been able to withdraw close to $80,000 plus, all from Ftmo. So this is one of the accounts he has owned. So you can see this account. He started this account on the 6th of October 2021 and ended 1st of November 2021. And look at his profit split and just check out his curve. And the profit that he made on this one, he made close to like this $18,000 on this one. So I just want you guys to look at his metrics curve. Just look at how he's really been very. Can you just explain to us on this account how much were you able to finally milk out of this one?
Yeah, so this account, I actually went to I took a trip to Thailand, and I was trading this account. And when I go to Thailand, my trading is amazing. That's why I'm there so much. I think it's the change in Asia session, where you're waking up in Asia session, coming into the London session, you have a lot of prep for the market. So this is my best month that I've ever had, 18,000, 18% on this account. It was a little bit choppy. I had a couple of bad days. And if you scroll up and look, we went to, I think, 60.
You started pretty nice. 8th of October, you made $9,000 in that day.
Yeah.
Whooping. So that should put your account at about 109,500. So the next day, maybe due to excitement, you lost some back. Like
exactly that.
Yeah, 3.8%. And then the next trading day, you made about 3,000. You recoup your losses back and you're top of your game. And the 13th of October, wow, whooping 8% again. That's crazy. And then you had this 2 losing streak back to back, 3.8% loss, 4.4% loss, and then you made 4,000. Wow. So now, what exactly do you do? How do you do this? What's your risk, and what do you do?
Okay, so most traders will talk about risk management being, I take a 2-to-1 risk reward. So if you see the lots, it's normally, 60 lots, 40 lots, 12 lots, 14 lots. So what I do is
for this kind of account, and you have 10 trades, you've got, that's decent, 116 lots for 32 trades. So tell us, what's the risk management behind this? There will be some.
So I'm breaking it down in sort of 1 to 2 lot trades. Every time the market goes against me, I'm adding 2 lots or 1 lot, 2 lots, 1 lot, 2 lots. So my risk management is brilliant because, so here is where I see the signal. And every time it goes against me after that signal, that's where I'm adding my position. So when it finally goes up, I'm making a lot of money. And then the losses are not as big, right? Because you're incrementing. I see you stack as well, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I do that.
You're the stacking king.
Yeah. Wow. That's the dollar cost averaging system you're talking about, yeah? Dollar cost averaging. You're talking about the dollar cost averaging, correct?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. And I think that's the best way.
I love the fact that you have lots of lot sizes, a lot of trades, number of trades, and your profit factor still remain positive. The profit factor is positive once it's above 0.99. Once it is 1, that shows it's positive. And your risk to reward is decent, and your win rate is fantastic. 58.5. Man, that's super. You're super talented, and I can see everything showing right here on the curve. So, and what about the other accounts? Can you show us? Can you just tell us? Okay, on this one you have 80% profit split on this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm averaging around about 7%. 7% is my average. This is the top end. And my lowest months are obviously negative. But I've never had anything, I never withdrawn anything less than 1 to 2%. It's always been round about, the average is round about 7, 8%. But once we finish this video, if you guys want to see some other metrics that I've got, because they're all different accounts, I'm going to attach them in the description. And you guys can look through, you know, some of my worst months, some of my best months, and yeah, go through what my win rate looks like. But it averages, my win rate averages around 55%.
Okay, decent. So there are a whole lot of people that have been trying this thing since 2019. We started talking about proprietary firm because I remember we were one of the first people to start talking about it. There's another guy in the UK who started talking about it. I've forgotten this guy's name. Trader Seed.
Yes.
Seed, yeah, stuff like that. So we were the first people to start talking about proprietary firm. So from 2019 up until this time,
yeah,
like a lot of people, there are still some people that they are still really been trying, but they are still not getting funded. What's your advice for those who are really struggling? How can one really pass Ftmo? Since you've been a person that you have passed several accounts and you've been funded, you withdraw severally and all of that. What's your advice to those people?
Okay, so first of all, you know, Ftmo or any sort of proprietary firm is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So if you're not winning, don't try and take an Ftmo challenge thinking that you're still going to win. I think that's people's biggest problem. They're trying to take an Ftmo challenge to become profitable.
Correct.
Become profitable. And then when you have that confidence, then take the trade. But if you constantly take 50K challenge, 100K, 25K challenges, you're going to end up losing a lot of money, a lot of money. And the problem is because the risk to reward. So this account is $18,000 profit, right? Technically, I've invested $500 to make 18,000, right? Because of the 100K challenges is $540. So the risk to reward on this account is crazy because I got the $540 back, plus I made 18,000. So essentially you're making money from thin air, right?
Yeah.
Because you get the investment back. So the risk reward is amazing, but don't take that lightly because it really does stack up. It really stacks up.
Okay, amazing. So what risk management, like how many percent per trade would you recommend for someone to risk in order for them to pass their Ftmo challenge and their phase 1 and phase 2?
So risk management is quite a hard one to answer. I think everyone has their own unique risk management. Some people risk 0.05 per trade. Some people risk 1%, 2%, 3%. Me personally, I don't ever have a risk parameter. I know how much I don't want to lose in a day. So for example, on 100K account,
correct,
maximum I really want to lose, because I have the confidence and I know that I can make it back if I do lose, I'll probably risk about 4K a day. And it sounds like a lot. 4% a day is a lot when there's a 10% maximum daily loss. But
5% maximum daily loss.
5% daily max loss. So for me, 4,000 is attainable to lose. I can lose that and still flip it around very quickly.
Still be fine,
but what I would recommend is probably keep it below 1 to 1.5%
per trade.
Per trade, yeah.
Okay, amazing. Now, these are common questions I get asked every now and then. So that's what I want to ask you. It might sound funny, but I know the answers to them. But then again, people are like, they want to hear from you. What's the advisable stop loss while trading an Ftmo account? What is the stop loss range? How do you set your stop loss, basically?
Oh, okay. So typically, you know, most people put their stop losses above a high or a low. I do the same, but because every time I'm the profit factor on that account, for example, is not amazing, 1.14% on that specific account. It's not great. You'd want to see it at 2%. But because the first trade that I put in is a lot higher than the last trade I put in, if the top trade is one lot, the bottom where I'm entering at the last point, that's going to be my highest lot sizes.
I see.
Right? So the risk to reward on this lot size is going to be, for example, 5 lots, but the top is going to be 1 lot. So but typically it's above a high or a low. Even for me, it's just a lot wider than most.
Okay, that's decent. So that is, if you've got like $1,000 to risk for the day, you prefer risking let's say $100 first on the first entry. Then if you still keep going against you, you're going with $200, keep going against you, go with $300, such that once it reverses, the $300 that you're risking at down will make you more, the bigger lot size at the bottom will make you more profit. Yeah, that's decent. Perfect. Smooth way of doing it. Okay. So I have one more question. For those who, there's this excitement for most people pass phase 1 easily, but they get things messed up in phase 2 because of excitement. So what do you have to talk about that? I've seen a couple of people. I mean, phase 1 is technically a lot more difficult in that you are asked to make 10%, but phase 2 you are asked to make 5%. But some people still value phase 2, whereas they're able to pass phase 1. So what's the advice to those people who are really so excited, or maybe due to like fear or anything? What's your advice there?
Look, obviously excitement's a big thing, but the problem is traders, the majority of traders are profitable. Okay, everyone can make money over a week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks. The problem is, and this is why Ftmo is so smart, obviously the 10 days, is this: traders are not typically profitable from the start till the end of the month, right? Correct. So it's very hard to be profitable throughout a long period of time, and most traders are profitable for a short period of time. So you've got to really watch yourself. If you're only profitable in short periods of time, you need to understand when that is. When do you have the maximum confidence where you know you're going to pass both challenges? Even if you take a little bit of time, you don't have to start the verification straight away, right? Okay. So you can wait until the markets are in the conditions that work best for you, but it's about learning to understand what conditions are actually better for you to pass the second stage. And that is even with me. Sometimes I don't even trade because I know that the conditions right now, even this week is horrible for me. Wow. I'm having a bad week, and I know that, okay, I need to step back now, lower my lot sizes, and wait for the market to give me a little bit of be in the better side of the cycle rather than the very volatile, quick movements.
All right, quick one. So when you're in losing streak, apart from just stepping aside from the market, what other things do you do? What other thing would you recommend for someone who is currently in a losing streak?
Okay, so if you're in a losing streak, first of all, just pause for a second, take like 2-3 days out for sure. If you identify that you're in a losing streak and you're not crazy enough to think, oh no, it's fine, I'm not in a losing streak, I'm just having a few bad trades. So you need to identify that. If you see what I'm saying, it's a lot about identifying you personally. You're co-analyzing your brain and yourself, right? It's not just analyzing the charts, you're analyzing your behaviors. And confidence is a really, really big one with that. But losing streaks, you really need to lower the lot sizes. Lower the lot sizes when you do come back to trading, take breaks, leave your house. Don't just sit in front of the monitors trying to fix your problems. Be very, very, very patient. The problem is there's a rush, right? I saw a quote. Will Smith said this: everyone wants to build a brick wall. Okay, everyone wants to get the big brick wall, whatever it may be, the car, the watch, the house, just prosperity, right? Yeah. But people try and build this brick wall very quickly. And if you try and build it quickly, the wall's going to end up collapsing when you get to these high places. So every day you just need to focus on building one brick at a time, one brick at a time. You just need to wake up and do 1%, 1%, 1%, rather than trying to go crazy. You have, like, we have so much time, and people are in a rush to do things. But the process of building the brick wall, which is a metaphor, of course, is so beautiful. And if you take your time, you can look back at that brick wall and really, really know that you built it well. And it will come. If you put the work in, it will come.
Amazing. So what's your, as a profitable proprietary firm trader, what's your daily routine? What sessions do you trade the most and all of that?
So I've never really done the whole trading, waking up at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock for the London Open. I really just wake up when I wake up, just because I don't like to pressure myself, especially if I'm trading late or hanging out with friends. I don't want to be waking up feeling really tired and just jumping on the charts for the sake of it. This business, you've got to be super, super relaxed, super calm when you enter the charts. So I wake up, have my breakfast, jump on the charts. I try and keep my phone out of the bedroom where I'm sleeping, just so I get a fresh wake up and I'm not thinking about social media or what have I missed. I'm just waking up, getting breakfast, and then starting my day.
Decent. So I see you mentioned about social media. How do you balance your social media life, your social life, and your trading life? Because I know that it can really be a lot of tasks. For me, I mean, it is like, how do you balance that?
Okay, so guys, just before this interview, we were talking about this because I was moaning about it. I've been rushing around today and haven't had enough time for the charts. So I'm going to be completely honest with you here. I haven't got to the stage where I can manage it yet. I've got no clue. Jeffrey, you help us with this one because I don't know. It's very hard.
All right, so maybe I'll just make a video regarding that. But what I just do is I check. Most times I don't really go to the DMs. Sorry guys, for those of you that have been on my DMs, oh, this is what Jeff has been doing. Yes, I'm sorry, because it's really draining. You see people asking repeating questions they've answered over and over in YouTube and all of that. And or you could as well meet people just want to chat. Hi, hello. I mean, I don't really have time for that. So what I just do is I just carry people along on my stories. I send signals, and if I'm on a trade, I send signal. If it hits take profit, I tell them. If I'm exiting, I tell them. Hit stop loss, I still keep them updated, and that's why I just update my stories. And after the end of the day, I make an Instagram post or a reel about my activity, and that's what I just do. So I don't check DMs like that often. All right, so that's how
So everyone learn from Jeffrey, because I can't say anything on this. I've got no clue.
All right, man. So you guys can as well follow Joel on Instagram as much as you're as well following me. So everything is just going to be displayed right here on your screen. Okay, so Joe, the final one before you go. What's your advice to traders out there, to investors out there? What's your advice to traders and investors?
I think going back to the whole brick wall, just take your time with everything. There's no rush to be financially free. There's no rush to get a Lamborghini. Everything comes when it's supposed to come. And if you believe in God, for those who are Christians, then everything comes when it is the appropriate time. And if it comes sooner, then you'll lose it, for example. So yeah, just take your time in what you do. There's no rush. And be confident in what you do as well. Be very confident.
Amazing. So apart from trading proprietary firms, do you trade for what other things do you do? Do you trade for individuals? What's your scaling plan? Since you're a profitable trader, yeah.
I don't trade any personal accounts anymore. I stopped doing that last year. Just trade for Ftmo, and I've got a fund. I've got a fund called Funzo Trading on IG. If anyone's interested, I've got a full track record for just coming up to a year now. I think it's about 10 months worth of data, and we've done 200% since August 2021. Since the start of August, we've done 200%.
And you've got data to show that, like my FX book to show all this thing.
Yeah. So guys, if you're interested, the MyFX book is in my Instagram, and you can check my full trading history. It's with a FCA regulated broker. And if you guys want to invest in that fund, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to help everyone make money in this industry and pull money.
Wow.
So let me do the stressing for you and trade for you.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, Joel, for coming on today's interview. So guys, that's it on today's interview. So we are super excited to have Joel. So please, can you drop some nice words, nice comment in the comment section for Joel, what you think about him? And I'm sure you guys must have seen us together like back in 2019. Now you see how far we've come together at this stage. I still know that the future, a lot of things, the future is still bright. We still have a promising thing still coming on, and we're still going to be working back to back on other things which are still going to future things to come. Should we be expecting anything from Jess and 5?
Jeffrey, thank you so much for inviting me here. You're a brilliant guy, really clean heart. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys took something away from what I have to say. If anyone's got any questions, I will not answer your DMs. Jeffrey won't. So text me and we'll talk if you guys have any needs.
I still will answer your DM. Like I will say that to answer your DMs. All right, man. Take it easy and bye. Peace out, guys.
Peace, guys. Bye.